Alrighty, Roo and Cuckoo Kachu to you and all my nobody's not watching out there. Picking back up. I think I ran out of time or something. I think I was like, oh, I need to eat or something. I decided to take a little break, but I'm back. And it's back to being in, the Mad Max town or whatever it is, Fallout verse. You and Agathon climb inside through the window. It's awkward, but not difficult. Looking around, you realize that the repair shop has been abandoned for some time. It looks like homeless people have stayed in here in the past, but nobody's currently squatting on the premises. You try a light switch, but nothing happens. Weak. A blood vampire. Blood wizard. You got any can you cast light or something? You know the drill. I'll do the ritual in the office, make sure there's no interruptions. Why do I feel like there's definitely going to be an interruption here? Well, it is kind of late in the thing. It's like the last time, and so she's probably already in here waiting for you, or found the thing, or something. Yeah, she's probably like using spider cling to just be on the ceiling or something. And she's just going to be like, haha. Agathon makes his way to the repair shop's office, a slightly cleaner area than the rest of the building. He begins a ritual in the dark. Stand guard patiently. Explore the repair shop. Sift through the papers on the desk. Huh. What should I do? I feel like the papers on the desk could be helpful, but it also feels like it might detract my attention. I'm just gonna stand guard patiently. I feel like that's better because unless she's already in the room and the call is already coming from inside the house. Unless that's the case. She's like spider claimed in that room with him already. Then, I should watch. Yeah. Just don't get all ADHD. And I think exploring could be helpful, but I just honestly feel like just guard the door. Make sure no one fucks with them. Just do it. You lean against the grimy wall. Agathon murmurs the strange words required by his blood magic and takes carefully measured steps across the filthy floor. You wait patiently as he performs the ritual. It feels like he's taking longer than usual, leaving you time to scan the room. Scanning the room is fine, but you should physically be in front of that door. Like inside the door frame and aware. Looking around is one thing, but actually like doing something is not. Okay, and now I'm like looking at the clouds. I really do think they do have like stuff that they deliberately like. I know in the big when you open the thing at the very beginning, before you actually start the game, it's like new the title screen. That's what that's called. There's like an eye in the sky, and that looks like it's a deliberate. Like the clouds sort of form that. If you look above the middle of this power line there's like some sort of like looks like etchings that make it look like there's an eye in the sky. And then it looks like over to the right there appears to be what looks like maybe women's lips or something. Again, I've been awake for too long. This could all be me, and it's just the atmosphere. But I do think that they deliberately, like, I don't think it's just me. I think that I'm enhancing it with the lack of sleep, or I'm being more noticeable, or it's putting more there than is normally there. But like, the reality is, I think that it's there for a reason. And it's there deliberately to be a subtle thing, which is weird that they put that sort of thing in. I don't know if it gives me any hints to things, like I theorized, but it could. It doesn't seem to be hurting, except for in the sense that it's distracting. Street lights filter in from outside, but it's still pretty dark. A ratty sleeping bag lies on the floor. Hey, free sleeping bag. It probably smells like urine. Wonder what a warlock might have wanted in a place like this. I mean, we're here for the notes. Oh, okay, but you mean the original warlock, why they would come here, and why the notes might be here in the first place. I don't know, maybe it's because nobody would want to be here? This place sucks? Seems logical to me. That tree is kind of creeping me out, though. I am not gonna lie, that tree is fucking creepy. It's got, like it's like a little mushroom person that's just like got creepy eyes, and it's like, I want hugs so I can explode. There's a small TV on the desk, probably from the 90s. Looking closer, you realize there's a post-it note on the middle of the TV screen. You take it. Concern. But we'll see. See what happens. It reads. That is kind of funny. It just reads loser, Juno. It totally just starts to say, doesn't even notice that I happen to be the one. I'm like, should I tell him? Or, I mean, I definitely need to, but I don't want to disturb him. So it's like, do I let him waste time, or do if it's like, or like, I don't know. Or is this like she's one? I don't know, man. I don't know. It's just at least I just laughed at it. That's kind of funny. Agathon stops gesturing. Did he realize that there was no point to this and he's wasting his time? Because, or did he kind of see out the side of his eye like that bitch? They're not here. How is that possible? Well, Batman. Somehow it escaped your amazing skill of perceiving all things with your magic and shit that there was just a little post-it note calling you a loser from your ex-girlfriend over here. I mean, it was right in the middle of the TV, but you don't really strike me as the type of person to watch TV. Not like the type to watch as Golden Girls or something like that. You show him the post-it note. He takes it and looks over, suspecting it might hide a devious trick. Actually, no, she's the Tremere. It's like, and it explodes. It's like a mimic or something. And the post-it note mimic, it starts biting him. Like, I don't know. Actually, no, that's actually pretty smart. I just picked it up. It actually could have started a fire somehow, like some sort of like spell. It's like, and now you're on fire. It's like, fuck. Fuck. She has the notes. And she had to gloat. I mean, if anything, she might have saved you some time. But yes. You guys should just make out or get back together or whatever so you can stop making me violate the masquerade every night. Or at least it'll happen less frequently. Or kill her. I don't know. But it's up to you. I don't know what's going on with you two. It's just like Tyler Durden and like a Fight Club. How did he like that? He's like, okay, let me see if I can do it. You kids. I think that's what he said. We have to go. Oh, right. Oh, no, I figured, there's a sleeping bag. I figured we'd call it a night, dude. There's a TV. We'll have a sleepover. We'll talk about boys. Who's up for a sexy pillow fight? It feels like you spent a lot of time recently hurrying after Agathon as he walks briskly in and out buildings into his car, after wasting your time being there, and him just generally being pissed off and causing problems. And really, he's easily the worst. Oh wow, that sucks. I kind of prefer Raoul, because at least Raoul doesn't constantly make me break the masquerade. He's less of a danger. He's just an asshole. This guy is like not as much of an asshole, but he is one. And then he's actually like I know that he probably can only put my life at risk so much, but again, it's just not worth it. He starts the car as you close the door. He's probably going to drive like a madman. We have to go to her haven and get the notes. There's no Tobias. Suddenly I want to make him Batman, because, I don't know, it's somehow more insulting. Despite the urgency of his words, Agathon drives as carefully as ever. Oh, well, that's good. It seems that only a threat to his grandmother is enough to make him drive recklessly. Well, at least there's that. That's not too terrible, I guess, right? How do we find her? I would assume he would know where her haven is. Around. Although I also would assume she might move her haven. What do we do with her? What if we can't get the notes? That's the really thing right there, like. No. What do we do with her? I kind of need to know the protocol here. Are we gonna just grab her and, you know, chuck her in the back, stake her? Are we gonna, well, I mean, what? You're kind of in charge, and I don't really like it, but you telling me what I'm supposed to do could help. What do we do with her? Is she an enemy? Oh my god, this fucking guy. You just regretting being like, oh, he's a scary Tremere man. He's just happens to be a good, he'd be a good guy to have on my side. He'd make people explode. It's like, no, he just walks around looking like he can make people explode with his mind, and then just being the worst, like, and pretty much all the ways. Oh no, I was the one that said, man, I'm tired. It's just like, what do we do with her? Is she an enemy? Like, let's not be hasty. I'm sure we can talk this through. And no, I'm still okay. My it's a little less merited, but it's still pretty much merited. You were just, I just don't like you, and you're not good at your job, and I don't know what else to say. You kind of suck, dude. Like, you just kind of suck. Like, I could lie to you and tell you that you don't suck, but I would be doing you a disservice, because you do, and like, you're just like, everybody else is annoying, but if I hadn't already just done the things, I would have bailed on you. At this point, I feel like I definitely probably should have gone with the other Nosferatu. Agathon doesn't sound too convinced. Okay. Juno's Haven is in Brooklyn, in a waterfront warehouse. Waterfront warehouse. For some reason, I just actually think like rock lobster. I'm trying to be in a good mood here. He's pissing me off. I just had kind of like again, and I needed to kind of let some emotions out, and I did, but I'm still trying to like get myself back in the swing of things. Agathon drives south to Brooklyn. This is one of the advances. Damn it! I got it to Brooklyn. Now I gotta go sleep. Those are the rules. You got me in the loop-de-loop. I fell out of the loop-de-loop. Nah, I probably will before too long. I really should. But at the moment, I'm gonna just keep rolling. I'm gonna break the no sleep till Brooklyn rule. We're not technically. Are we? No, I don't know if we're there yet. This is one of the advantages of being undead. Moving night traffic is much lighter than if you wanted to zoom around 5 boroughs during rush hour. I don't think you have the option to rush hour anymore, sure. Assuming rush hour is like, 5 and stuff. Although getting back home could be a problem because, like at times, because I think you have rush hour during like, when you're trying to go home, like it's like sunrise. I don't know traffic. I definitely don't know traffic. New York traffic. Parking the car, Agathon points to a light coming from an otherwise dark yellow brick warehouse. Brick warehouse. It's dark yellow. It's got some light coming out. I am trying so hard, and it's even I'm like rubbing on myself. It's not like, it's just not like, come on, man, get back in it. You can do it. You gotta put your heart in it, buddy. Come on, you can do it. I believe in you. Get back in the good moods. It's cool. You're cool. You'll be alright. It's okay. You know? At least end on a positive night. Positive note. End the night on a positive note. That's her. Let's go in. He just keeps fucking driving and into the house. And then Agathon came in, like a screaming lord of darkness that he was, crashing his SUV into the house that Burgers built. I don't know. Tremere are actually kind of a hassle. Use the front door. Go around the warehouse. For some reason, I kind of feel like using the front door actually makes sense. But I've fucked up with him so much. Like, it's not just me too. We're not a good team. You're a bad influence on me, and we are not a good team. Like, we are not getting things done. We have failed almost every mission in every way. I still have to do that thing for fucking Sophie. That's annoying. Use the front door. I feel like because it's like so obvious that you should go around the warehouse, that's what you shouldn't do. No time to get fancy. You go to the front door of the warehouse. Okay. Looking around real quick, just kinda. What's that? Looks like she's got some glyphs and stuff on the walls. I would expect that. I mean, other than the creepy, you know, obviously summon circle and the fire thing that's happening there. Yeah, the blood fire is concerning. I prefer our blood vortex. Remember the blood vortex, Paul? And this time I'm actually talking to a different Paul, even though I know the first Paul is not going to be listening to this ever. And the other Paul is a fictional llama with a hat. The blood vortex was my favorite. Okay. Well, does this seem to be getting bigger? Maybe. Probably just me. The door has glass panes, so you can see inside the warehouse. There are candles and an ornate ring of occult symbols covering the entire floor. Someone's been busy. But it is like her haven, so that seems normal. Hey man, just let me know if you start feeling all like, I don't know, spontaneous combusty, you know? I want to know so I can kind of get out of here or try to use you as a meat shield. I will not meat shield for you, sir. That's not gonna happen. Nah. We're not there yet, and I don't think we ever will be. Juno was sitting in the middle of, with an enamel white, I kept wanting to say waste bin, and it's like, that's not the word. I know that's not the word. Wash. You never say these words. When was the last time you had a wash basin? A wash basin. Thank you. In front of her, and is peering into it. Is this like her scrying thing, or? You try to listen, but it's difficult without making yourself conspicuous at the pain. She just starts like, you know, like a hillbilly. She just starts, you know, playing it somehow. I don't know. I feel like that's just offensive. Yeah, hillbillies are actually pretty cool people, as long as they're not trying to eat your face and stuff. All that. We have to talk to her. Okay, so at this point, I'm gonna feel like whatever your first instinct is, you should probably do the opposite. That's how frequently you have failed. But maybe it's my fault for walking in the front door. I kind of was hoping it would be like, no one expects you to do that. I'm gonna smash Inquisition this shit. And I don't know if there is an answer that's positive. I don't know. Agathon tries to break down the door by ramming into it with his shoulder. It's flimsy and breaks with surprisingly little effort. Well, you have successfully loudly entered the room and announced your presence to the person you're trying to talk to, capture, kill, or something. You don't even know what your intentions are, man. You just... Yep. Juno. Agathon. Just in time. Okay, yeah, no. Yeah, just in time. Well, okay, well, yeah, I guess it is. Seems almost like her forehead got smaller, but maybe I'm just comparing her to, the other person. Juno, you have to stop. Hand me the notes. Oh, Agathon, you're such an idiot. This is beyond you now. It just starts glowing and floating, and it's like, hey, I can do that too. It's not that big a deal. Really? I'd love to see you do it right now. Do it right now. I don't feel like it. Now that you told me to, I'm not. Well, now I don't want to. I'll give you one last chance. Come with me. Forget Aisling and her power games. Join me, and you can become your own man. Yes, give in to the dark side. I mean, you already have the face. What? Is that a poster of Scooby-Doo above his name? I don't think it is, but it kind of looks like a poster of Scooby-Doo. You know, like there's there's so many different versions of Scooby-Doo, but there's one of the older ones, one of the older cartoons that did, like he's in that like a circle, and he like does that thing with his tongue where he like licks off all the ice cream off the circle like it's a mirror or a portal or something, or he like puts his head. I don't remember. Cartoons are weird, and I love that. Agathon seems genuinely flabbergasted at the suggestion. God, you are so... just so annoying. Like, how do you live? Does somebody come in and take care of you? Like, is there always some chump like me that's here to just sort of make sure you at least are somewhat passable in existence? Because I feel like that's the case here. You know, I'm not. It's just like not a threat or anything. Just hand over the notes, or I'm gonna. Dude, listen, Agathon. I almost feel like just screwing him over at this point. Like I just like, deliberately trying to fail. I might do better. Who's your contact, Juno? Call somebody on the phone. Get some digits. Probably the prince or something. No, that wouldn't even make sense. I don't know. I do tattoo cow. I don't know. I mean, I'm just gonna say hand over the notes. She's not gonna. She's like, no. And I'm like, give it. He's like, no, you make me. And I'm like, okay. Like, hand over the notes now. If you escape with them, the Tremere will never stop hunting you. Oh, good. That's it. Yeah, I'm glad I just kind of like threw that on. That's like, I'm gonna put that in their queue. They can put it in that. That's their job. I signed them up for it. A little list and everything. I just said the Tremere, and I wrote it in cursive, all big like, with a red pen. No one will know anything. Juno ignores you and continues talking to Axon. Well, that's pretty much what I expected. There we go. That tracks. I'm actually surprised that wasn't worse. You know, just blows me up and just like, oh well, game over. You died. It's just like wasted. It's like, oh, okay, well, that was a surprise. Huh. I didn't, I don't know. I must have just seen something. No. A lot of candles for a vampire, but... Please, Agathon. It's not too late. Come with me. Please, Anakin! Don't do this. You were supposed to be the chosen one. You were my brother. I am more powerful than you can possibly understand. The only furniture inside is a ritual circle, and there's a folding chair and an old stained folder bulging with papers. It's like at this point, my guy's just bored. He's just like, let's sit this one out. Find a couch. Puts on the Golden Girls. I'm just like, okay, apparently I'm a Betty White cook right now. I don't know. Betty White is a boss, and anytime you can do a little Deadpool, do a little Deadpool, you know? It's good, it's good, it's good. Alright, well. Judo, chop! No. Juno notices your eyes dart towards it. I was just like in my head, I was just like, they told me 2 items, and I'm just like, that's a nice folding chair. Oh, I'm gonna get that chair. Like, why would I want the chair? I just want to sit down. I don't even care anymore. You keep fucking notes. Just kill this guy, will you? Then I could go find. Then I could go work with the Nosferatu. This is all not my problem anymore. Before you have time to move, she grabs it with her hand. In her hand. I have celerity. I hate my character. He never uses his powers when I want him to, and even when he does, a lot of times it's pointless. It's so frustrating. I know I'm a neonate, but I should at least, you know, it'd be nice if they had like a heads-up display that was more like, you're hurt, you're hungry, and it's like it kind of comes and goes. Like I'm glad that I sort of get a short rest and I get better or whatever, but then you still punish me for not eating. You're not Tremere. You don't know that, how those cowards like I do. They talk afraid of they are the. They talk tough, but they're afraid of monsters in the night, same as everyone else. Okay, you know what? At this point, I almost want to join Juno. You know, I almost want to join Juno. Like you, at least you. Like if I want to put it in a win-loss category. You're 3-0 against this guy. And honestly, you have done less at this point to get me violating the masquerade. So, yeah. We're going to have to talk about the scarf, though. Everything else works for me. It's the scarf. The colors clash and it doesn't make sense. It's like you made a pumpkin spice Halloween latte into a what looks like a very itchy and uncomfortable scarf. Again, I hope it's maybe like an actual form of shielding or something. And I still think you kind of look like Bugs Bunny when he's like the conductor of the orchestra with your jacket. Although it's growing on me. Sort of suits your personality. You're doing some Bugs Bunny shit to him. I was actually got the note with that was actually kind of funny. It's like at that point, I'm not even mad. I'm not even mad. That's funny. That's actually funny. Juno sighs. She doesn't look surprised at Agathon's refusal to come with her. Yeah, I didn't even try to stop him. I was just like, let's just ignore. Let everybody just ignore him, and she just ignores me. I'll ignore him. You ignore me. He'll ignore you. It'll be a good time. I'd rather be watching Scooby-Doo right now. I would have felt badly if I hadn't offered you the chance. Yeah, alright, well, if you, like, I'm just gonna say, like, I feel like I would be willing to apologize for punching you earlier. We had just met, and I was supposed to help this guy out, but, she almost has me convinced, and I don't like that, because I'm pretty sure she is actually the bad guy. I think he's just inept, and he just sucks, you know, but I think she's sort of like anti-establishment, I'm sort of anti-establishment, and apart from, you know, when I started punching her and she got mad, and her sort of just like being a step ahead of us, and okay, actually, you know, I'm not really, but she didn't actually hurt Abuela. She just had tea with her, I think, or hung out with her, and Abuela seemed to think that she was an okay. I should have just trusted Abuela's judgment from the get-go. It's just like I'm just like, what was your name again? Agamemnon, Christopher Agathy, Angstamy, I don't know. I'm gonna go Juno over here. Team Juno for the win! Come back to the chantry with me, Juno. Talk to Aisling. He'll see that this is not a good idea. The only thing is that I don't know what this thing is about. She might be actually like, oh yeah, no, you guys don't know this. She's blah 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 blah. And she like makes sense, and she's actually trying to summon Cthulhu or something, blood Cthulhu. I was like, oh wait, no, okay, well, I guess that took a turn. Blood Cthulhu. It's kind of sexy in my head, like the bloodness somehow makes it like scary, sexy or something. I don't know why. You know, Cthulhu got those cheeks that clap. I am trying so hard to make